What's going on? My name is Marcus Whitley, and this is Good Behavior. Now, you can find me on all social media at I am Marcus Whitley, or find any of my books, Both Sides of the Street, Choices and Consequences, Greatness Under Pressure, or Battling Demons, all on Amazon. Now, in today's episode, I want to talk about creating a resume. See, this is important because a lot of employers like to see this when you submit an application. Now, you don't necessarily need one for a lot of jobs you're going for, but it's always better to have. And there are some jobs that only take resumes or want you to submit the resume before you even fill out an application. So, I just want to teach you the process of how to create one in case you do decide that you want one. So, what we're going to do first, I have a template right here that we're going to go over. So, none of the information on here is real. We're just going to go over it and you're going to put your information in. Now, the way this one is set up in the top left-hand corner, you're going to put your name. And under that, you're going to put personal info. So you would put your address, your city, state, zip code. Then you put your phone number. Then under that, you want to put your email. Now, I advise that you create a professional email, one that's more simple, just your name and maybe a number or two if you need to. Don't have your regular social media email as a work email. Under that, it has a LinkedIn page. Now, LinkedIn is more like a business Facebook, or where you would go on to look for employment, or employers go to look for potential employees. But in another episode, we'll go over more in depth on that and help you on creating one. Now, the next box under this, the personal information, would be the skills. You want to write down any skills that you have or may have learned over the course of your life. Then in the box under that, we'll skip the software one, go down to languages. If you speak more than one language, you should always put that down because that is important to a lot of employers. You can even ask for more money knowing more than one language. It's very beneficial. So now up in the top section, you're going to put a little bio, just explaining about yourself and any work experience that you may have had without getting too in depth. Just a brief summary of yourself. Under that, in this section, it says experience. Now, experience is basically your job history. You're going to put down any jobs that you may have had. And you're going to start with the year that you've worked these jobs. Now, if this was something that you've done years ago, you would put the year you started to the year you ended. Or if it's a more recent job or you're still working there, you would put the year you started and you would write present because you're still doing this job. And you would write the name of the company that you're working for, the city and state that this job is in, and you would put down the job description. Any of the things that you may have done for this job. Say you've done maintenance, you would write down sweeping, mopping. You would write down cleaning or organizing. Just any of the duties that you performed at this job. Now, in that whole section, you would just keep listing any jobs that you have had. Now, under this, the next section you're going to do is education. So you would write down, you don't have to write down all the schools that you've been through. You would write down high school, college if you've been to any, or a trade school. Now you would write down the name of the school. You would write down the city and state. Then you would write down any skills that you picked up, say if you went to a trade school, or any degrees that you would have. If you graduated, you would write down you got your diploma, or if you didn't graduate, you write down you got a GED if you got a GED. If you're still in school, you would write still present to show the employers that you're still in school but you're also looking for a job. Now, say you didn't finish school and you got your GED, but decided to further your education and went in a job corps after, or a community college to further your education. You would write that down and write down whatever trade or whatever course you were taking to show employers what other skills you may have. Under that, in the next section, are certifications. Anything you may have been certified in or courses you may have taken. Like, for example, what the hell did I do? You would only have to do with if you have any certifications, whether through your job or if you had signed up for any programs outside and got certified. Like me, I'm CPR certified. I'm a certified personal trainer. I am CPI certified. Things like that you may have acquired along the way. Now, that's basically all you need to create a resume. And then you just submit that with your application. Now, I hope this episode was able to help you in any way in showing you how to create a resume. My name is Marcus Whitley, and this is Good Behavior. Until the next episode.